So I first got on here because I thought this game would be different from some of the other arena fighters. And when I first got Sparking Zero, I said to myself, there's content creators out there that will strive to help make this game a better place. There's people out there that will strive to make this game playable, enjoyable, and yet somehow, even after this patch, it's not there. So I hopped on, right? I'm streaming. You guys can check the stream for yourself and you can see where this comes from. The last stream, you can hop towards the end. It's probably like 20 minutes before I started playing Rivals. You'll see the last match before I deleted the game, right? So I deleted Sparking. I got it off my system. I hit delete. Again, y'all can check the stream. And this dude was just sitting there with Broly, sitting there with the rest of his team, stalling out. And the entire time he just kept raw supering, and this is the unblockable, mind you. And it's not like, oh, okay, well, this is bad. The problem is that, one, I don't know what they did with this latest patch, but you can't vanish shit. I keep trying to vanish stuff, and it's not vanishing when I'm pressing the button. And two, his netcode wasn't, like, the best, so good luck trying to vanish something with laggy, lag spikes. Like, really seriously, good fucking luck trying to predict the animation of vanishing when the internet is literally spiking. Sometimes it visually does not look at it, but you can tell, with your inputs when you're pressing square, you're pressing square and it's not coming out on time, or it's coming out a couple of seconds delayed. You can tell when your inputs are delayed. It was delayed, right? And this is a great time to make this video because I was going to make a video like this anyway, talking about like, where's the channel going 2025? What's going on with Kaizen? I'm back from my dad's house, thank God. The plane was cool. He's doing all right. He's out of full recovery and everything like that. So I'm good. I'm straight. But the problem right now is the fact that anime games are just not it. It's not it. And it's not one anime game. It's no matter what anime game you get on, people actively strive to ruin the experience for the rest of everybody else. It's unavoidable. Now, what do I mean by ruining the experience? I'm talking about dudes that will hop online and find any way to cheese, exploit, play annoying, ignore neutral. Like, when we say cheese, and I've seen this on Twitter as well, people are like, oh, well, what does cheese mean? What the fuck does cheese mean? Like, everything can't be cheese, just get around it. And I feel like a part of me is going to say, like, if you approve of cheesy playstyles, you're a piece of shit too. If you think the response to every time somebody tells you that something is an issue in the game just to get around it, that's my favorite sentence in the world. Because it stems from Naruto. That's all they used to say. Just get around it. Then you're also part of the problem. Like, you are absolutely a part of the problem. Some things you can't just get around. Some things are unreliable. If the game is delayed and I can't vanish, how am I supposed to get around a raw super that I cannot block? If the game is delayed, how am I supposed to... I can't predict the vanish, right? Sometimes inputs just don't register. We're all aware that happens in the game, right? And sometimes the game just doesn't work as intended. Or sometimes I just don't get the timing right. But despite all of these, it shouldn't matter. I shouldn't be losing so much health every time I make a mistake when I'm trying to play neutral and my opponent is playing in every exploitations, annoying way possible. So when I say exploitations and annoying, I mean ignoring neutral. So let me show you guys, right? Neutral basically is when you understand the game's fundamentals and you are trying to actively play in a way that's not guaranteed for you to win, but you understand what you're doing. That's the best way I can break it down. I think the best visual understanding of neutral is boxing matches. So just picture two boxers in a corner. They come in the middle of the ring and they're both testing each other out. Obviously, somebody's going to land a blow at some point, but that's what it means, neutral. 9 times out of 10, whoever lands the first blow, it means that they understand something better than the other person. So if Mike Tyson's in the ring with somebody else and he lands the first blow in his jaw, obviously Mike Tyson somewhere has more fundamental understanding of the sport because his stance was better, because he gets the right timing of something. You get the point. It's the same thing with video games, especially with Sparking Zero, since it's a fighting anime game. So if I'm in there and I'm playing Goku Black and you're playing Zamasu, and we're both standing there, both standing still, and we're fighting, we're both pressing square, vanishing, doing mix-ups, and I hit you first, there's a high chance that I predicted where you were going to go and guessed the right answer, which is why I punched you. People don't do that on me. People don't guess, they use wild sense. People don't box, they use raw supers. People don't run, people don't want to fight, they don't want to throw hands, they rather dash across the map, charge their key, and stall. And that's primarily on DP, but they do it on singles as well. So I deleted Sparking Zero, and this is my second time recording because my first one was like off the bricks. I was like so mad. Maybe I'll release that if it's highly requested, but I'm still very, very mad. And it's just because people don't understand why I'm so annoyed with these communities. And, you know, people say like, oh my God, you're just so negative when it comes to these games. Like, oh my God. And it's because it doesn't change. No matter what game you get on, people always find ways to play exploitations. They find ways to be cheesy instead of just playing the neutral and trying to understand the fundamentals of a game. And it's annoying because when I buy a product, and I'll say when a majority of player base buys a product, right? Let's take me out the equation for a second because people are going to say, oh, this is personal. This is your personal 2 cents. Let's use logic. Take me out the situation completely. Why did you buy Sparking Zero, right? Obviously, a large amount of people bought it because it's Goku, it's Vegeta, it's Trunks. Like, these are some of the characters that they grew up for. Clearly, on the box art, we see that they used Super because that's the latest, adaptation of Dragon Ball before Daima. And a lot of people recognize UI, Vegeta, and Trunks, all these different new forms that have come out in the anime, correct? So that's the first reason why they use that box art, particularly because it will attract more of the audience that is current. After that, why did you buy Dragon? Because people want to recreate the fights that they watched on television, right? People saw UI Goku versus Kefla. People saw Trunks and Goku get beat up by Goku Black and Zamasu. People saw Vegeta, trying to fight his clone, all these filler arcs. They saw Hit, they saw Kaioken, they saw all these cool new transformations, Goku versus Frieza. And this also attracts some of the older Dragon Ball audience like myself, people who grew up with Dragon Ball, Gohan versus Cell, Gohan versus Buu, Goku versus Kid Buu. Well, you guys know the whole nines, Trunks versus Frieza. And people buy these games because they want to recreate what they saw on TV in the match. As much as possible anyway. You buy the game because you want to feel like these characters. So if I'm playing as Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I want to see the aura flowing. I want to see the electricity. I want to hear the electricity in the headphones. I want to hit you with some cool combos. I want to throw a dragon fist. Like, that's why we buy the game, so that we can recreate the game in what we have right now. The problem is, and this is where people ruin the game for others, is that people are finding ways to not do that and play in annoying ways. It's more not less a problem more than it is annoying than anything else. It's a problem because it's annoying. And it's not just because it's annoying in the sense that they never switch it up. No matter where you go, no matter how you try to play, no matter if you try to enjoy yourself and just have fucking fun, just play a character you grew up watching. I want to play Kid Gohan. I want to play Teen Gohan. You can't do that if every single match you hop on and you're fighting a UI Goku. Good luck picking Teen Gohan or Kid Gohan and consecutively beating up a group of different UI Gokus. Now, I'm not talking about as somebody who sits home, they have no job, and you just play Sparking all day long. Because obviously the first answer somebody's going to give me is, oh, it's a skill issue, bro. I can do it. I've been doing it. I'm talking about somebody who has a job. They have different hobbies. They play the game for a couple of hours, which, again, I'm saying this to cater to the majority of people that play these games. You play the game for a couple of hours and you get the fuck off. I'm an adult. I don't have time to sit here for 15 hours straight and master the art of playing a child so that I can beat a couple of overpowered characters. That's not the point. The point of the being is we have all these characters you guys can see for yourself, and you only see 10 of them. And that's an issue because you only see 10 of them, not because these are people's favorites, not because they're nostalgic, not because, damn, like these are my favorites. Nobody's favorite was an android. And that point is further proven right fucking now because nobody plays androids anymore. Since the patch, I have not run into a single Dr. Gero. Not a single one. Not a single Wheelo, not a single Dr. Gero, not a single fucking Android 20, 19, the fat one, I don't care what their names are. I have not ran into a single one. Keep in mind, when I made my video talking about why these players are the problem, I had plenty of people trying to defend this shit and tell me that those are their favorite characters. I should be able to play whoever I want without having a stagnant on my name. I should be able to play whoever I want without having some sort of title over myself. I shouldn't be looked down on for playing characters that I enjoy. Fair enough. Where the fuck are you now? Fair enough. You can't grab spam anymore. Fair enough. You can't fly up and down on the map like this, like an idiot. Fair enough. You have to play the game. You have to play neutral. Where are you guys? Because I haven't fought a single one. Right? And again, this just further proves my point of majority of the Dragon Ball fans like myself just want to play the game. We just want to have fun. I played this Goku right now because I enjoy Namek Saga Goku. Not because he has an instant spark, not because I can sit here and loop, not because he has wild sense. Nothing to do with his abilities. Nothing. I enjoy the character. As you can see, I barely use wild sense. I'm barely doing any of the wild shit that most people pick this character for. I'm just playing neutral. I feel like Goku right now. Like, in the sense that his moves are cool, right? I'm using Kamehamehas. I got the whole mix down. It's awesome. I beat this guy, right? He tried to vanish behind me. I vanished perfectly, beautifully, hit him with a Kamehameha. I feel amazing because I just outskilled him without having to rely on his abilities. Right? Because I fundamentally understood the difference of the game more than he did just now. But the issue is that people don't want to do that in any sense of the way. And I'm not saying never pick UI Goku. I'm not saying you can't ever pick Gogeta because if you pick Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta one time, you're the worst person on the planet, you're a bitch ass nigga, and you need to delete the game immediately. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you hop on the game and you only play, let's say, this character, and you only play this character because you know his kit is insane, then you're a bitch ass nigga. And there's no debating that. If you hop on the game and you only play stalling DP characters, then you're a bitch ass nigga. If you hop on the game and you only play characters that are like insanely overpowered because you know you don't have to use your brain as much, because you know you can walk down easy street, then you're a bitch ass nigga. Yes, you are. And I say that because it's not just you, buddy. And I say that because I can guarantee and I can put up a poll and I know that's not your favorite character. I know Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is not everybody's favorite character. Before somebody types in the comments, say, no, stop the stuttering. No, we're not gaslighting twice. Because those same people sat there in my comments and told me that Gero was their favorite character. They fixed Gero. Again, I'm going to ask, where the fuck are the Gero players? They're not here. Where did they go? Was there a party at the android's house and I wasn't invited? Where did they all go? Where's the Wheelos? Where's the Wheelo? Where's all the favorite characters? Where's the Wheelo? Where's the Spopoviches? What happened? So the truth of the matter is, no, oh no, these are my favorite characters. I grew up on them. I love androids. No. The truth of the matter is people like to hop on these games, right? And find the easiest route to win. That's the truth. And anybody who's going to sit here and try to tell me that this character isn't crazy and that Gogeta, UI Goku, or anybody else like that requires skill is fucking delusional. If you're going to tell me that a fusion requires skill, If it's not if it's not Z Gogeta, because he's probably the only fusion, admittedly, that I'll say requires skill. If it's not Z Gogeta, right, clearing out lobbies, right, that's what tends to happen as well, right? When people see that you have actual skill and they're usually all Z ranks, and they see that, oh wait, this nigga's not abusing shit. Let me get out. Let me get out. Let me get out. Let me get out of here. Escape. Right? Because again, the truth is, majority of the player base that got to Z are frauds. They're not actual Z. So let me get back to my main point. And it just baffles me that these are everyday routines. It's not like this is such a small group of people that it shouldn't affect you much. It's content creators. It's the player base. And this is why, again, I'm going to make a separate video talking about like what I'm going to do with the channel. There's no possible way that I can make a living off of gaming content where no matter what community I go to, with the exception of one, I've only seen one community in my entire life do something good with their game, and that was Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is crazy to me because this right here is the same game that started off as a pay to play. So many people left it, and then they came back and they brought a lot of free characters. And with the help of me and a couple of other content creators who started to teach people how to play the game and the techniques, the community came together and it became like an actually healthy, chill, cool place. Don't get me wrong, there's still toxic individuals, but overall, I can say 85 to 90% of the community is actually really fucking chill. It's not that bad. Versus games where you hop online and people have actively gone out of their way to fuck the game up for their own perspectives, for their own like selfish goods, for their own play styles. I've come from a community where niggas have literally sent letters to devs to fix a game based on their specific playstyle preference when the devs blatantly patched the game to say, we don't want you to play that way. We don't like what y'all are doing. We want you to complete a combo. Have a combo. We put the animations in the game. I have literally seen a community of dudes send a letter out to a fucking developer and have them change it back so that they could spam because it gave them the perception of skill. I've seen shit. And then we get fighters, which is okay. It's not the worst community I've seen, but oh my God. JJK is horrific. Demon Slayer was full of dudes who gaslighted. I'm just giving you my history of this point of why I'm tired of games. Like, I go from game to game, and it's mostly anime fighters, really, that are just this horse shit. You can't even play strikers because everybody has a YouTube build that must play best build online as team. And then you hop on Sparking where the developers physically, and this is my answer for you fucking idiots on Twitter, right? For the dorks out there saying, just get around it. It's a skill issue. The devs left it in the game. The devs wouldn't patch stuff if it wasn't in their perception. So if a developer is patching something 9 times out of 10, that means we don't want you to play that way. When they hosted the tournament and they saw dudes flying around with androids, their first thought is, wait a minute, that's not what we intended. It's in the game, yes, but wait a minute, that's not how you're supposed to be playing. Where's the combos? Where's the animation that we spent months fucking creating? Where's the super attacks? Where's the cool shit? Where's the neutral? Right? So they patched it. If they're patching a game, it's probably because they realized they made a grave error and people are not playing as intended. People are actively looking for ways to not play as intended. It doesn't make them God. It doesn't make them unbeatable, but it makes it very annoying. It makes it almost unbearable when you have people defending the playstyle saying, oh, it's just in the game. A win is a win. If you want to win that badly in life, bro, go play a single player game. There's like so many single player games where you can be God. If you play Spider-Man enough, you can max out your HP, you can max out all your stats, and you never will lose. There's crooks in the street. Go fight them. You don't have to lose. You can do the story mode over on Plus. And you can like one-shot bosses. If you want to be that powerful and feel like you can't lose in life, go do that. You can play Zenless Zone Zero. The game does not require that much skill. You can press random buttons. You can max out your characters. Go do that. Final Fantasy. Like, there's just so many games out here that you can hop online that are single player, where you can literally hop online and be God. You cannot be damaged. You can't lose. Gotham Knights, if you beat the game and start a new game over, you could stand there, go to work, come back, and that's presuming some of you pieces of shit have a job. Come back and you will have no damage. They can't hurt you because your stats are that high. If you want to pretend to be a god, you can do so in a single player game. I just don't understand why people get on these online games and come with the mentality of no matter what, by any means. No honor, no respect for the game, no respect for the developers, no respect for the vision, no respect for what's supposed to be. And their only objective in life is to see the 3 letters WIN and fuck everybody else because it's in the game. Because they left it in there. It's your fault. Why aren't you playing UI every match? That's your fault. That's your limitation. And people don't realize how fucking stupid you sound when you play nothing but one character online and don't realize that 90% of people who are playing you are tired of seeing the same shit. There's 100+ characters, and all I see every DP match is a Raccoon, a 2 DP stole characters, probably Videl, a fucking Yamcharubi, or some stupid shit like that, a Fusion, or a Goku, anybody with a stole, anybody with wild sense, anybody with full power, anybody who can instantly allow you to run away from neutral just to stall the clock out. Just to stall the clock out. And single player is no different. Single player is my favorite too. The only reason why I actually like single player and I can play it is because, again, I've reached the skill point where it doesn't matter. If you're playing me 1v1, I'm not saying I always win. I can lose. I lose actively. I'm not the best player in this game. Do not get that twisted. But 9 times out of 10, if you're pulling up with a UI, I can probably beat you. If you're pulling up with a Jiren, I could probably beat you. If you're pulling up with a Broly or a fucking Whis or a Beerus, I can probably beat you. But DP? That's not happening because when I get through one character, you got 3 others behind you stalling for time. It's bad enough that UI plays the game for you, but he's already wasted a lot of time because of his auto dodges, because of the key blast, because of the fact that you can fly up and down the map. But people ignore these aspects and say, oh, skill issue. Oh, just don't play it. Oh, just get around it. Oh. No personal accountability. None. People just don't know how to play the game for enjoyment. They don't know how to play neutral. They don't want to find out what the ins or outs are. They don't want to understand, like, okay, what's this neutral? What is framed? I bet you 90% of niggas on this game don't even know what frame data is. No idea what frame data is. No idea what neutral is. No idea what a B&B is. No idea what a combo is. None of that shit because they never had to learn it because of the exploits that they actively look for allow them to win matches or time people out without learning a single ounce of fundamental of the game. And some of it I blame on the devs. It's not all the people's fault. A good 20 to 30% of it is the devs' fault. Stop fucking dumbing games down to the point where people can literally hop online and do whatever they want. If you made a game as difficult as Tenkaichi used to be, then we probably would have less people exploiting shit because it wouldn't work anyway. It wouldn't work anyway. We shouldn't need 50 patches to fix a game to the point where now exploits don't work. Now you got to understand the game because now it's too late. Now the player base is 80. And even if you fix the game, it doesn't matter because nobody wants to fucking play the shit because they're tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted of seeing the same fucking shit. The same fucking shit. There's literally a handful of maybe 20 players I know, both from Twitter, both from YouTube, both from online in general, that genuinely know how to play Sparking Zero. I'm talking about fundamentals. I'm talking about combo strings, loops, the ins and outs, dashes, cancels, animations, the whole roster. I could be like, yo, bro, press triangle, random that shit right now, and they can still throw hands. The rest of these niggas, bro, they gotta have a fusion. They got it. Why you limiting me, bro? I dare you to play without a fusion. Nah, bro, you limiting me. I can't do that. All right, bro, play without UI. See what happens. Nah, bro, I bought the game. I should be able to play whoever I want, bro. Okay. So, all right. So then you throw all right. So then you're not better than me. Nah, but I won the game. I'm just waiting for the time when people realize that winning in the game doesn't automatically equal skill. The frustration doesn't stem from, oh my God, I keep losing in these matches. It's not fair. It stems from the fact that you have less knowledge than me, and yet somehow you are able to still win the game because the developers have made it easy. And what further pisses me off is that they made it easy on one hand to break the game, but they also made it extremely easy for you to understand the game. So there's no excuse for you not to try. There's no excuse. We got a tutorial. There's YouTube videos. There's literal visual experience. You could join a lobby, and every time I join a lobby, I see at least one thing new. That's like, oh, cool. I didn't know you could do that. There's no excuse for you to hop online with the same team every single day. Every day. Every single day. Niggas got the same characters. And what cracks me up is these are the same dudes on Twitter. These are the same dudes online talking about some, yo, why is this character missing? I remember so many people were writing Twitter essays because Super 17 wasn't in the game. I remember that shit. Till this day, I still hear people mention this man's name. Oh, Super 17's not in the game. This game is mid. Oh my god. Why would you give a fuck about a character that's not in the game if you're not going to use them if they're not S tier? People don't use characters unless they're OP or easily exploitatious. So I can guarantee you, if they did put Super 17 in the game, and if he doesn't have wild sense, if he doesn't have full power, if he doesn't have some 20k ass damage ultimate, if he doesn't have an unblockable super, nobody's playing him. So why do you care? And you can't say, yes, I will, bro. That's my favorite character, because I know a lot of y'all Goku's favorite character. I know damn well everybody's favorite character is not UI Goku. I know it's not. Right. The same way everybody's favorite character was an android, right? They patched him. Look what happened. Look what happened. Because imagine right now, on New Year's, if they patched all these characters that do crazy damage. Imagine they patched every fusion in the game. Imagine they patched Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. How many of y'all still playing your favorites? None! We're gonna get the same thing that happened to androids. Everybody gonna disappear. Suddenly, y'all gonna find the next character. And it gets old, bro. It gets so old to just be like, how many times does a developer have to patch a game before you just drop the game or say, fuck it, let me finally learn. Let me finally have some enjoyment. Let me do something a little different for a change. When does it happen? It doesn't. And that's why anime games are unplayable, because it's an infinite loop of this brand new game dropping. And I got the screenshot on the screen to literally quote this. And there's no more higher facts in this world than a new game drops, right? Everybody loves the game. Oh my god, I'm going to play my favorite character. Yo. Like, I'm going to use Bleach for this example. Then somebody finds something stupid online within 1 or 2 days, and it's primarily, usually, a bitch-ass content creator. And I got a couple of names, and it's usually the same ones that go from game to game, jeopardizing these games from scratch, looking for loopholes, posting videos online, do this online, right? Someone finds an overpowered ability, they make the video, post it. Video blows up. Now that one class, that one ability, that one character that nobody thought of using is on every single team. Now the game becomes use or lose, right? Because you either do it or you're going to get hoed by it. So that's basically DP right now. Walk around with a raccoon, walk around with like 2 DP characters that can stall, walk around, buy time, and don't let them kill you. You do that or you lose the DP match. That's what we are right now. That's where we are. Then you got the casual people like myself who just want to have fun, leave the game, or create a smaller community with not that many people because we have to divide them in community because we're tired of this shit. And that's actively what I'm trying to do right now with Sparking, is literally create a gated community, because they got to stay on their side of the fence so that when I hop online and when I create the lobbies, I don't have to deal with that shit. Now the sweats leave, and this is the final phase, and this is where the game dies. Now sweats don't want to play each other because the sweats are playing the sweats. Now you got Broly's fighting Broly's. You got UIs fighting UIs. And out of the two, only one UI knows the game slightly better, so he's streaking in the lobby. Now the other UIs don't find it as fun anymore. Nah, I don't want to play. This game is boring. They got to fix UI. But they didn't have to fix it when you were doing it on the people who were playing regular characters. Now we go to the next best game, which right now is Bleach. Everybody looking at Bleach, licking their fucking chops. Ooh, oh my god, you see the animations, the 3D? Why are y'all excited when y'all are going to do the exact same shit as soon as it drops? I see everybody's posts. Yo, bro, I'm a main Yoruichi. I'm gonna be playing Toshiro, bro. I'm gonna play Ichigo. Yo, okay. Y'all said the same shit for Sparking. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be a Goku. Yo, Namek Saga Goku. Oh my god. I'm gonna be playing Krillin. I'm gonna be playing my favorite Trunks. Yo, Frieza's my main. Back on Budokai. Back on Tenkaichi. Back on Raging Blast. I used to Yep. And then you pull up to those same content creators, the same people posting, and they're playing nothing but UIs. Nothing but stole DP characters. Hey, a win's a win though, right? So what's the difference between now and Bleach? Somebody's gonna find an exploit. It's probably gonna be fucking Grimjow or what's this nigga's name? Aizen. Somebody's gonna go, don't do this online. This needs to be patched immediately online. And then within the second week and the first week of Bleach, you're gonna see nothing but that one character in every single match doing the exploit. And then suddenly, this game is dead. This game is bad. This game is dying. Why Bleach failed? It's an infinite cycle, and that's why I legit feel like I'm not excited for Bleach. That's why I'm not excited for Sparking anymore. That's why I'm not excited for any of these games. And it's the same thing. It's not, again, not just anime fighters, but it's primarily anime fighters where you guys consistently do this shit. Game drops, exploit. Exploit becomes relative. Game dies because casuals, people who want to play Bleach, or fighters or Sparking in this case, and just play characters that they grew up enjoying, can't do that because you can't get off UI. You can't get off Gogeta. You got too much of a rush. You're licking your chops. You can't put the fucking character down because he's just that good. Right? The same thing with the androids. You couldn't put him down. Now they forced you to with the patch, and these players so suddenly no longer exist. Again, these are the same people. Nah, bro, androids are my favorite. I love 19. I love 20. Patch the characters. Nowhere to be seen. They don't exist. I barely play any Brolys. I'm literally one of the only Brolys on the planet right now. I was playing Z Broly since the game dropped, but I dropped him because I realized how exploitatious he was, so I only played in Super Saiyan. Now there's not a single soul of a Broly. And if they are, they're trying to play pre-patch tech, and if it doesn't work, they either leave the lobby, rage quit, or they just stand there, baffled. Don't know what's going on. And y'all can see why I'm annoyed. You can see why this turned out to be a 30, 40-minute rant, because this is the infinite cycle. And as a content creator, this is what I have to deal with. There is no escape. No matter what game drops, you're going to have the same 10 or 15 individuals. Some of them are really well known. Some of them are coming up in the community. Somebody is going to drop the video. Somebody's going to put out the text. Somebody is going to raise the flag. And then it's going to kill the game. And it's going to be a rinse and repeat. And I'm just exhausted. So here's the plan for next year. I'm going to have a bunch of different channels. I'm going to wait for one to pop off. And I'm just not going to focus on nothing but fighting games. Because it's bad for health. And people don't realize that as a casual, which the game is made for, by the way, right? I know a lot of comp people are delusional and they feel like the games are made and catered to them. When you don't realize there's far more casuals than there are competitive in the first place, right? So the games are made for casuals, people who just clocked out of work and they want to play a couple of matches as Goku, they want to play a couple of matches as Gohan or their favorite villain, whoever the fuck. That's who the game is supposed to be made for. So they can hop online and feel like Frieza, hop online and feel like Goku. But it's impossible to do that, to enjoy that, when every single match, you're not only fighting the same character. So first of all, the enjoyment's gone because you're bored. How many times do I have to fight the same character before I'm not having fun? And it's not even about losing to them. How many UIs do I got to fight straight before I mastered this nigga's moveset and I know exactly when to dodge, exactly how to beat them? And a lot of these players are delusional because they're closing app and they're not even taking their L's. It's boring. It's not fun. So I'm going to create a plan. And I'm going to follow that plan.